What's up, guys? The Kid here, and it's time for the Super Mario 3D Land review. Now, so far this game has been good, but does it differ from any other Super Marios? We'll find out in this review. The story in Super Mario 3D Land, if you can really even call it a story, is about a tree full of tanuki leaves that swarm everywhere within the Mushroom Kingdom from this mysterious storm. And upon that, of course, there's a letter from Bowser. Mario reads it, and he has the princess somehow. Even though that sequence isn't seen, somehow Bowser acquires the princess. The story is not really there like in most Super Mario's, but it is a fun little cutscene that you see at the beginning of the game. So it is pretty cool to see that. Now, again, Mario goes off on an adventure to save Princess Peach. And of course, the Toads come with him to help him with various things. Gameplay in Super Mario 3D Land is how you would expect a Mario game to function. I mean, there's, rolling, there's dashing, there's the ability to actually have what he had in Super Mario 64, his same mechanics, far as long jumping, and I believe there is a two hop jump that Mario can do. Now, the triple jump is not in the game, but there is a jump where Mario jumps normally once, and then again he jumps a bit higher. It's hardly noticeable, but you probably will really only notice it when jumping on a platform that you need to get on. Now, of course, things work in a map. That's how you select levels. And it's classic style Mario that was first introduced in Super Mario The Lost Levels for the GBA. So it's kind of like that. And you move to these different worlds or levels, if you would call it that, and basically you complete them within a time frame. You can actually speed run in this game, and it is very fun. And while the levels are pretty short, they are challenging in the later levels. Now, they are easy for about the fifth world, from the first to the fifth world, but as the game goes along, it will become increasingly harder. There are new additions, far as the new power-ups, far as the Boomerang Mario and the Tanuki Mario. Now, I know you guys, I have said this before, I didn't really like Tanuki Mario, I prefer Raccoon Mario, but it really grown on me throughout this whole experience playing Super Mario 3D Land. The Tanuki is very agile for Mario. It makes him float and can reach other platforms, which he normally can't without it. And he also can swing and attack with it, swing its tail. And there are two different attacks with this. There's the regular swing attack where he just, does a standard little tail whip at his enemies. And then there's one when you're crouched, which you can do infinitely. And that helps with speed running. And it also helps if there's a barrage of enemies in your way. So that's really cool to have there. Now, there are other power-ups such as the Boomerang Mario. Well, it is a good power-up, but it is at a disadvantage. Unlike other power-ups such as the Fire Flower, which is also in the game, you can only throw your boomerang once and wait for it to return back. That, in certain situations, can get you killed or at least get the power taken away from you by being hit. And if you already know, you know that if you get hit 3 times, you will return to Mini Mario. And this time, Mario, or Mini Mario, doesn't have a hat like he does when he's regular size, which is pretty cool to the series. And it's actually fun to play as Mini Mario, but at the same time frustrating because one hit and you're dead. So the gameplay is great. The 3D is great. Actually, I will go on to say that the 3D is actually needed in this game. Some platforms are completely off if you do not have the 3D on. You will miss a jump or you'll miscalculate something. And that could be bad for people who want to rest their eyes, but it's also a good game. And to be honest, for me, the 3D doesn't really affect my eyes. It doesn't make my eyes blurry or anything. So I really played the game in all 3D. And with the 3D, you can adjust the 3D. You can make it more in depth or pop out at you with the D-pad, up and down D-pad, which is a great addition and actually comes in handy with some levels. Some levels you might want them to pop out at you because they have this certain feature to them that make it more appealing to your eyes. And some you need, to look more inside of, and that's what the depth does when you do the other 3D version that you can have. And it's absolutely beautiful. It is just absolutely beautiful how well 3D works in this game. And platforming in this game is superb. Now, like I said, without 3D, you can trip up or die or miscalculate a jump. But with 3D, it's excellent. It doesn't hurt your eyes. It doesn't do anything that you would expect the 3D to do physically to your eyes. And like I said, the gameplay is absolutely amazing. Being Tanuki Mario, flipping, jumping, wall hopping, all that, stumping enemies, tail whipping them, it's all here and it's all delicious and good. You will be in love with this game within the first level. And every design of the game is great. The levels look good. It's just a good looking game. But I'll get to that later. But for the gameplay, it is superb. It's what you expect a Mario game to be. And I love the addition that it's a movable 2D Mario. It's a 2D Mario that plays like a 3D Mario. And what I mean by that, you're in a 3D plane sometimes. Most levels are in a 3D plane, and some are in a 2D, but most are in a 3D. So let me, clear that up. It plays like a 3D game, and it plays like a 2D game at the same time. So it's really balanced out, and, it is a beautiful matchup. You guys really need to play this game. You will fall in love with it within the first hour. Extras in Super Mario 3D Land include unlocking Luigi and other various things such as the mystery boxes, which you do a mini challenge for a coin or two, and I'm pretty sure you can spot past these with other people. I haven't done it because much people around my area don't have 3DSs, so I don't know how that function works, but it can function with Spot Pass and Street Pass, which is cool if I was able to use it. That's one downfall of probably all the 3DS games for me, is that no one really has it. But along with that, you get Luigi at the end of the game after completing a challenge level. Luigi, of course, is the same way he was in Super Mario Bros. 2 The Lost Levels, where he runs faster than Mario, he can jump higher. His Tanuki outfit looks completely different, which looks actually, I think, cooler than Mario. And of course, he comes with his same cons as low traction with his feet. But overall, he plays better than Mario, and he is actually better to play with if you're trying to go through the game and look for all the star coins. The star coins will unlock a lot of things, such as, of course, new levels and special levels, and along with special worlds, which is unlocked after you beat the game, which is basically a second quest of the whole game with either altered levels or completely new levels, and it spans in 8 worlds, basically the same amount of time spent in this game for the regular adventure will be spent for the special worlds, which is the same length of the regular adventure. So it is it's a great treat to receive after beating this game. So the game definitely will span you at least 15 or 18 hours, maybe even 20, depending on if you're trying to acquire all the star coins or, you know, basically that's all you can pretty much do is acquire all the star coins, which will be challenging and downright devious at some points. So the extras in this game is absolutely amazing. For those people who want to play as Luigi, who love Luigi, and people who want the game to extend longer than the first time going through it. So everybody will definitely be satisfied with the extras in this game. Music in Super Mario 3D Land is absolutely catchy. I mean, especially with the main theme of the overworld and the snow level overworld themes, and along with some water level themes. It has so many catchy themes that Mario always has that, it's kind of expected that you will fall in love with the music in the game. And also, Mario sounds good with new voice clips and stuff. And, I really like the sound of this whole game. I already got all the music on my YouTube and stuff. You guys should enjoy the music of this game. It shouldn't be annoying. Maybe there could be a few annoying ones, but most of the music is happy-go-lucky, inspiring, and it is just, like I said, very catchy. You'll fall in love with it. And I know I'm using "you'll fall in love with it" again a lot, but you will fall in love with every aspect of this game if you're a huge Mario fan.